I thought this was a very good audience to get in front of, to talk to about the trends and the general direction of the IT industry in general. And already I can see that the attendance is quite strong. So I'm expecting to find that interest and that level of engagement really goes into other sectors during the rest of the day.
We're launching Azure in Luxembourg today, and we're kind of rolling it out throughout Europe. And this was a wonderful event to be able to present and talk about what the cloud computing is going to mean for Luxembourg, what it's going to mean for Europe, and for the greater scheme of the world as well. It seems like there's a good network connectivity across Luxembourg, so really getting prepared for the cloud. So it seems like kind of there's good investments being made in the right scenarios that is going to enable cloud computing. So I'll commend Luxembourg for that.
We are building a lot of data centers, both by public sector and also by private sector. And those data centers are also very secure data centers. We see that in the last years a lot of companies have chosen Luxembourg for not only the European but also for their universal markets, and I think that's a good thing. Government is always looking forward, never looking behind. We are connected to the world.
I think the advantage of Luxembourg, it's easy to connect. It's a community where people quickly get connected to each other and where you can make business in a very informal way, I would say.
Luxembourg government puts a lot of emphasis, above all, on infrastructure, first-class infrastructure, and this is when it comes to data centers, when it comes to broadband, fiber to the home, and everything related to being better connected to the outside world. And many big players have elected Luxembourg as their main location, be it for their European businesses. I think there must be something special about Luxembourg when it comes to ICT. And that's one of the major points. We are speaking the language of our customers. More and more companies are electing Luxembourg as their headquarters. All of these people need high-performing ICT. And we have it in Luxembourg. We were among the first to develop e-commerce in Europe. I'm sure that we are among the best-performing data center markets.
Then looking more at the IT and telecoms issues, the fact that the telecoms is very strong, partly with the proximity of many other countries to Luxembourg, the French and German companies, a very strong domestic infrastructure. Looking at the data center side, having the power in place, having some very attractive data centers already in the country, people like EBRC, European Data Hub, all having a very strong presence. A lot of things are already in place. It's very impressive to see so many people. So the fact that just today we've got so many people is a very strong endorsement.
It's absolutely fundamental to get us known, and more important, to get known what is possible to do in Luxembourg. Because we are headquartered in Luxembourg, we have offices over the world in Europe, but all the innovation and all the new products are built from Luxembourg for Clearstream.
It's a very interesting location, since you have a lot of history in the banking industry. And we always knew that banks are doing special things when it comes to ICT. They have more or less always been our example. So I think there is a lot of opportunity there to build on that expertise which is in this country, not only from a management point of view of big data centers and ICT infrastructures, but also from the legislation and the special status Luxembourg have in that sense.
The most important advantage is the international dimension and the international environment of Luxembourg. This international dimension makes it much easier to go from here into other countries. You have a real international dimension. For instance, in our company at SES here in Luxembourg, we employ employees from 24 different countries, and this figure is self-explanatory.
Luxembourg is really the ICT place to be. Now we have a lot of good tracks for next year. It will be a great event.